Welcome back to the Physio Bros. Today we're going to show you our favorite advanced shoulder and rotator cuff strengthening exercises.
We split this up into 4 phases. We're going to show you to strengthen through range, how to bulletproof your back and shoulder muscles or your posterior chain. We're going to show you the best exercises to stabilize your shoulder through our proprioceptive exercises, and lastly show you our advanced strengthening exercises to really bulletproof your shoulders and rotator cuff. So let's rip in. So guys, we know that the rotator cuff internally and externally rotates the shoulder, but its primary role is to actually provide stability to the shoulder when you're doing above head activities like these. So most of our advanced exercises are going to be looking at that more dynamic exercise. But to get you started, we're going to show you how to strengthen your rotator cuff through range.
So our first exercise, you're going to set up with your arms supported on a table next to you with your upper arm at shoulder height. You're then going to work through your external rotation range, holding onto a Theraband which is attached to the floor in front of you. You can add a hold in here as well. And once you can work through this with minimal or no pain, then we want you to do it unsupported and working through your range here. A great progression to this is using the cable machine at the gym, where you can set the anchor at the floor and do the exact same movement. Let's move on to the next exercises in phase 1. So now that you finish your through range exercises, it's important for us to touch on the fact that the direction of tension when using a cable machine can impact which muscles you're using. For example, when you're working up here through this range, you're going to target different muscles to when your cable is set at a lower height, and this variability is going to improve your dynamic strength of your shoulder.
Once you're feeling comfortable with those, it's probably a good time to start strengthening your posterior chain, so your upper back and shoulder muscles. Here are the ones that we love and suggest that you do. So guys, something that we see all the time, and it's probably one of the biggest myths that happens with the rotator cuff, is we see in the gym people using dumbbells and standing to warm up their shoulder and cuff, performing internal and external rotation like this. Now, if you listen to what we said earlier in terms of the line of tension or pull, we know that this is mostly just going to overload your bicep, and it's not going to do much for your rotator cuff. So put those away and stop using dumbbells. Before
we start phase 3, it may be stating the obvious, but we want you to know that phase 1 and 4 should be at either end of the program. However, for phases 2 and 3, we're really happy for them to be interchangeable and for you to do these exercises at once.
Welcome to phase 3. You've really started to optimize your shoulder strength and conditioning. Now it's time to improve your proprioception, which is basically trying to optimize your joint awareness and positioning when performing your strength and conditioning exercises. Here are our favorite exercises for you to try out.
The other big problem and myth we see is that somehow throwing around heavy weights at the gym is doing your rotator cuff good, even though people are just compensating with their legs and their body to get the movement done. What we prefer is slow and controlled movement using correct line of tension in order to strengthen your rotator cuff properly. So you guys are absolutely killing it with your exercises, and now you're at phase 4 and you're at the peak of our advanced exercises. These exercises are going to help you get to the absolute optimum performance for your shoulder work. Give these a shot and feel your shoulders absolutely burn. So guys, try these exercises out, activate those muscles you didn't even know you could feel, start with light resistance and strengthen your shoulders through range, and enjoy unrestricted shoulder movement.
Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time.